Ahoy, hoy, everyone, and welcome into Disney News and Review here at the Chip and Company Podcast Network. As always, I am joined by the owner of Chip and Company, Mr. Chip Confer himself. Chip, how you doing today, my friend?
I'm good. I'm in the Halloween spirit.
I am too, man. Disney is dropping a whole lot of Halloween news.
It's August. It just feels like Halloween already. It feels like fall.
It is Halloween season. It starts October 1st down here. My house is already decorated.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Nothing screams Halloween.
Popcorn buckets all over the place and ears and yeah.
August it feels like Halloween.
Yeah, it is still a swamp down here. It's still hot. But yeah, man, we have some amazing news. We're going to go over some Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party news. We have some news about treats and Halloween specials coming. Apparently a firework party is coming back. I was going to, and then I was like, no, that's going to be gross sounding. So
I could hear it.
Thank you. All of a sudden, I'm like gravelly guy. I'm doing the Dr. John thing.
Like Phoebe from Friends.
Yeah, that's exactly it. We got some reopening stuff. We have some tragic news on some major Disney celebrity passing away, unfortunately. So, Chip, I think we're going to start here at the Walt Disney World theme parks and start at Magic Kingdom.
All right.
Excellent. Let's go, my friend. We got to get some energy up. We got to get going. It's the what day is this? It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Here at the Magic Kingdom, Harmony Barbershop officially reopened finally. One of the last remnants of the COVID and the pandemic and all the shutdowns that happened down here. I think all we're waiting for is one more thing, and the park should be back to normal.
What's the one more thing?
Bippity Boppity Boutique.
Okay.
I think that's the major one. We have characters are coming back. We have everything else coming back. So Harmony Barbershop, which is located right in Town Square on Main Street, USA. It is officially reopened. It's popular because this is where a lot of the Disney fanatics out there and fans go for your child's first haircut. So each cast member working at Harmony Barbershop is a state-licensed cosmetologist. Guests can make appointments for services like haircuts and beard trims. Here's some of the options. You can get your first haircut. It's $28. Which is a haircut, commemorative Mickey ear hat, keepsake lock of hair, and official milestone certificate. Really cool if you are getting your child's first haircut there. You can also just do a regular child's haircut for $20. Adult haircut, Chip, which is what I am going to go find out if I can get done. I need my haircut. Keep the blue, cut some of it back. $21, simple styling and spraying. And then they do beard trimming also. So if you're a gentleman out there with a luxurious beard and need it done at Disney World, Harmony Barbershop is the place for you. I all of a sudden feel like I'm advertising for him, Chip.
So I'm guessing that the shave and a haircut for 2 bits is no longer there?
2 bits! You have to do the Roger Rabbit. If you don't do the Roger Rabbit, have you said those words?
Well, I'm not doing
No. Over at, with one thing opening, something else has to close, Chip. That's just the way Disney works sometimes. Power and Light Company over in Tomorrowland is now officially closed. And it's not closed for good. It is just closed for a refurbishment. I believe it is going to become the gift shop, an exit for Tron Light Cycle Run over there. Right now, if you are riding Space Mountain, this was the gift shop and the exit for Space Mountain, the new exit is just to the left of the entrance. So you no longer go through, the Power and Light Company over there. We've been watching this construction for a while, Chip. They were doing the outside. Now it looks like they are refurbishing the inside. And you can't get your bricks over there anymore.
Yeah,
if you wanted a giant heavy brick to walk around Magic Kingdom with. I wish they would put that back out on the front. Like, I always thought that was cool. Like, you can get your family's name on a brick and have it outside. But now you just get a brick and have to send it home. If you want to commemorate a brick. I don't know why I'm so caught up on this brick thing, Chip. Get me off the brick thing.
I don't know. I guess I could go to the hardware store and pick up my own brick.
I could probably go outside and find a brick on the ground somewhere with how much construction's going on down in my neighborhood. Speaking of my neighborhood, I live right down the street from Disney. There is so much construction on my road right now. It's ridiculous. Like, I got a little section out front. I was like, oh, this is great. It's woods. The woods are gone. They just disappeared over the weekend.
Oh, so, everybody wants to move to Disney.
Everybody wants to move to Disney. I'm lucky to live by Disney. So speaking of living by Disney and wonderful things that are happening, let's get into Halloween news, Chip. We talked about at the beginning how my house is decorated. You feel like it's fall. You live in North Carolina, so I would imagine at some point in the next month, you should start getting a little bit colder temperatures.
Yeah, that won't happen. Maybe September. I was being sarcastic. I guess you missed out on it.
Yeah, sarcasm is lost on me right now, apparently. So anyway, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I'm just going to let that go. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, exclusive popcorn buckets, sippers, and more have been announced. Disney has announced a whole lot of news. So Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party kicks off. Oh my gosh, is this next week, Chip? August 12th? Whew. They gave us a look at some of the food and drinks options coming for the fan favorite event. Here is some of the options we're going to get in the sipper and popcorn bucket. And you know me, I'm a sipper and popcorn bucket collector. Yeah,
I actually put your picture you sent me in the article.
Yeah, you were like, I can't find a picture. I was like, he's sitting right next to me. Literally is sitting right next to me. I was like, I'll send you a picture. We have a Glow Mickey Mummy premium popcorn, bucket, which we've seen in the past. It looks like the same exact one. It does glow. It's going to be available during regular park hours and during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. The one I'm looking forward to, though, is the Donald Candy Corn Sipper. It'll be out in early October at Cosmic Rays, Pecos Bill Tall Tale, and the Friar's Nook. Oh, and Sleepy Hollow Refreshment. So I'm interested in seeing what Donald's Candy Corn Sipper looks like. They also have some new, what is that? Candy Glow Cubes. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what that looks like. That is available during the party only. And I hope
they look like candy corn.
I do too. I really do. I hope they light up like candy corn.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And then another big one coming is Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas, the Tim Burton film. Zero popcorn bucket will materialize in early October at popcorn carts throughout the park. And again, it is only available during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. In further Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular Dessert Party. That is a mouthful, my friend. They just announced that is going to return, which happens over at Tomorrowland Terrace. You can get all the treats that are, we actually have an article about all the treats we're going to talk about next. All those treats are going to be available, such as the pumpkin cake cupcakes, chocolate-covered strawberries, cheesecake mousse, pistachio, not even for me to say, white chocolate crunch bars.
You can't say pistachio?
No, and I'll tell you why. In Mickey's A Christmas Carol, he says pistachio, and then I see that word and I can't say it anymore because I want to talk like the giant. So this is an all you care to enjoy sweets and specialty drinks. Plus it gives you guaranteed viewing for the Disney's Not So Spectacular fireworks show. Be sure to book this early. It will fill up quickly. We don't have a price for this. I checked online. There is an actual link online to it now at the Walt Disney World website. No prices. So I don't know when this is going to go on sale. As soon as it does, obviously, we will make sure you guys know it out there. Look, normal firework prices for the Tomorrowland Terrace party runs between $89 and $114. So I'd imagine this will fall somewhere in that line.
I've done it once.
Yeah, how was it? Wait. Let's hold on before you answer that. Was it a media you did it once, or was it I paid money to do this once?
I paid money to do it.
Oh, awesome. How was it?
I'm not a big fan of dessert parties because I'm not a huge dessert person. So it was kind of wasted on me.
I agree with you 100%. If they had more savory snacks, I would be more inclined to go.
They need to have like a keto / paleo, I don't know, Atkins kind of dessert party, like a meat dessert party.
You know, they need a barbecue. That's what you're trying to say. They need a barbecue. Like, I look, you know what you do is you already have Tomorrowland Terrace that way. Shut down Casey's area and make that into a firework party also, and make that all barbecue.
Yeah, throw out a bunch of grills, have some ribs, some chicken.
Oh my
gosh,
could you imagine?
I'd sign up for that in a heartbeat.
Disney, call us. Call me. We got ideas. I would sign up for that one, and I would be there all the time.
What you can do is, I know Disney's really smart when it comes to this. Do the barbecue party before the dessert party. So if you want to, you can actually do both dessert parties.
Oh, now we're making them money.
Well, not dessert party, but you do the barbecue and then go and do dessert after, and then you get to see the fireworks. Boom, boom,
right.
Boom.
And with all you care to drink, which I think the dessert party is anyway. Yeah, I mean, you can get your money's worth just in drinking alone. Not saying for people to go drink, but you get your money's worth out of drinking.
Yeah. Mickey's Not So Scary barbecue.
Oh my gosh, I'm so there for that. Like, they just released a whole thing about the soulful cooking and the barbecue pitmaster who's coming to Disney next month.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, we got to do that. Speaking of coming to Disney this week, Chip, I don't think the article's in here. I'm going off script for a second. Did you know the Zombeat dance party is coming Friday to Disney Springs?
I think we wrote about it a while ago, yeah.
I do too. So we're going to be out there on Friday night to watch the Zombeat for the new Zombies 3 movie, which just is going to get us more into the Halloween mood. So for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, Magic Kingdom will now be opening early on select dates. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party returns to Magic Kingdom on August 12th, like we said. The park will close early to regular guests on party days, but it will also open early those days. So at least for the party dates, it looks like let's just go through August real quick. The 12th, 16th, 19th, 23rd, 26th, and 30th. The park will open at 8 a.m., which is an hour early than normally scheduled. That means resort hotel guests with early entry can now enter the park at 7:30 a.m. Or sorry, not enter the park. You can actually enter the park at like 6 a.m. that day, but you can go rope drop at 8 a.m. to go where you want to go. It continues all month of September on select dates, and then October, every date that Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is going on. That's an early day, my friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking up the Zombie Bash.
Well, thank you. Thanks for paying attention. I'm glad.
Well, you mentioned it, and I'm like...
I did.
I remember barely sending this to Sarah.
Yes, Sarah wrote it.
Because I've never seen the show or anything like that. Or is it
Nor do I care about it.
Yeah. But I wanted to look it up.
Somebody does care about it. What is it? It's like a 20-minute show that's going to happen at Disney Springs. Started for like a week and a half. They had it out in Disneyland. Now it's coming to Disney World.
Yeah, DJ. You're going to get out there with the DJ.
DJ Zombie on the wheels of steel. There it is. There it is. That's when that sound is needed. I accept that one. That's the first time you'll hear me say that was needed. Pump it up, pump it up. Oh.
They're laughing at you.
Thank you. I love having a laugh track. It's better than doing this in front of a live audience. That'll be coming in the near future. We're going to do that next year. When we do the cruise, we're going to do a live podcast, right?
I'll have my back turned to everybody. I'll face you.
We're so doing a live one that day. We're just going to be loud and obnoxious. We're going to run through the crowd. Maybe like, what's the guy who takes off his shirt? The
Green
comedian.
Man? Oh.
No, the Bert Kreischer. Is it Bert Kreischer?
No idea.
I have no whoever the dude is. I think it's Bert Kreischer. I'm going to do that on the Disney cruise when we do the podcast live. We'll do a few of them that week. We'll do like every day. We'll do a podcast live, and somewhere along the line, I'll run out into the audience and take off my shirt.
I'll do what's the name of the guy from the 70s that would go out there with the confetti and like
Gallagher?
confetti? No.
Oh, Rip Torn.
No, I don't think it's. I know it's Rip something. I don't think it's Rip Torn.
Rip something. Oh my God, who is it? Rip. Oh my God, Rip
Taylor.
Rip Taylor. Thank you. Oh,
yeah,
can
Rip
you
Torn's very serious actor.
Rip Torn from Men in Black. Isn't that Rip Torn? Okay. I told you I'm the worst with entertainment names. Oh man. Before we go to commercial, let's talk about yesterday at Epcot. It was really cool because Jack Skellington and Sally did a meet and greet test just randomly out of nowhere while crowds were walking around Epcot. If you turn to your right in one of the alcoves, there was Jack and Sally meeting and greeting guests.
Well, no, it was behind the wall at the festival center there over between Canada and UK. You know how where they used to do the character paloozas?
Yes.
It was in there. So you had to be picked and brought in, and then you could meet them.
Oh, they had a whole setup going. Like, that was really cool.
Yeah.
So there, how'd you get selected? Did you go in? Were you selected?
No,
I'm a little upset. I wasn't
read about
selected.
it online.
I wasn't even there to be selected, so they would have selected me. It's the blue hair.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But anyway, yeah, Jack and Sally were doing a meet and greet prior to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I think that's an awesome thing. It helps the character get out there and make people talk about it. So in the meantime, Chip, don't we have an advertisement, I believe.
We do.
Do you love Chip and Company podcast? Be sure to head over to chipandco.com for even more Disney Parks news, entertainment, and review podcast. Chip and Company has been delivering the best in Disney news, planning tips, and more since 2009. And now you can get that news in an audio-only format 3 days a week with Disney News and Review, Parks and Review, and our weekly news wrap-up podcast, And Company. Get that extra dose of Disney in your weekly commute, your time on the treadmill, or even just relaxing around the house. So what are you waiting for? Head over to chipandco.com today and become part of the fastest-growing podcast network in the Disney community. We hope that you enjoyed today's podcast, and thank you for being a part of our podcast family.
Chip, we must update that advertisement.
Yeah, you want to tell everybody the big news?
Okay, so let's...
Hold on, let me start it for you.
Whoa! We got big news! Breaking news! Do. Yeah, see, I can't do that, man. We have great news, actually. Wow. Thank you, Cricket. Yeah. I'm glad somebody's listening. No, actually, we do have great news. The Chip and Company podcast that we've been doing has expanded to, we are now the Chip and Company podcast network. Where
do I need to change the name everywhere?
No, let's just keep it.
Okay.
I think people will get the idea. We're expanding to 5 shows a week, ladies and gentlemen. You will get something every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You will get all your Disney stuff in one place. Brand new joining the network is Diz Life podcast with Mark Valentine and myself. Mark is the host of Diz Life podcast that used to be on his RSS feed. It is now moving over here to the Chip and Company podcast network. And on Fridays, we will be dropping Disney Extra, Disney News Extra, Disney Parks Extra, Disney something extra. What is it, Chip?
Yeah, Disney Parks in Review Extra. I think that's what we're calling it.
It's a lot of words. Extra. It's extra.
Yeah, Disney Parks in Review Extra.
Yeah, so now on Disney Podcast on Mondays, it is a general discussion where you can get travel tips, Disney park tips, basically not what we've been doing on the other shows. We are still going to have Disney News and Review, which we're doing right now, and Disney Parks and Review will still be the cornerstone of the Chip and Company Podcast Network, followed by And Company, on Thursdays, where we break down the top 4 news articles of the week that everybody has clicked on at chipandcompany.com. And then on Fridays is Extra, whatever extra we decide to talk about that week. This week, Chip, what are we talking about this week, my friend?
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
I cannot wait for that discussion. That is one of my favorite things we do all year. So, yeah, Extras, Friday. So, Monday through Friday, you will finally have all Disney stuff all week long for your drive into work, and we appreciate everybody out there. We couldn't expand if we didn't have an audience out there. So to each one of you, I say thank you. So let's continue this, Chip.
I think Mark is going to really elevate the level of podcast that we have.
I do too. He's like production guru.
Yeah,
he just knows what he's doing. Look,
we're
you
like,
and I.
2 tin cans and a string is basically
right. And we're good. Whatever we got, we're gonna work with, and we're gonna go with it. And look, people enjoy it. Mark's gonna come in and be like, "Yeah, that's not how you do this. We're running it through filters, and we're gonna make it all professional sounding." And yes, that's exactly it. But he's a great guy, and I love doing podcasts with him. And you and I enjoy his company. So
you're gonna be busy. That's like 5 days a week of you.
If you don't like my voice, people, I apologize. You are now getting it 5 days a week.
But he leads the Dislight podcast.
Yes, he is the actual host on his podcast. And
are you the funny guy on that one?
Yeah, I am the Joe Schmo who just randomly says words. I'm the Chip of that show. I don't have a button though. There we go. So let's move on with the news. That's some really cool things that are coming, and we thank everybody again. We got last week, Magic Band Plus was released, Chip. We have had this for 3 months now and got to play with it, but we had not seen how the nighttime spectaculars would work, how the Beacons of Magic show would work. We got over to Epcot and got to check out the Magic Band working with the Beacon of Magic or Spaceship Earth. And man, it worked perfectly. It was beautifully done. Magic Band Plus, seriously, it works flawlessly with Spaceship Earth's Beacon of Magic show. And they didn't reveal that it was going to come out. It was kind of like a little blurb in a one-line sentence after it came out. But the new Magic Band Plus works perfectly during the new Beauty and the Beast show, along with the Beacon of Magic show. Holding your arm up during the show is not ideal, but when you do see like 10,000 other people holding it up during the show, it is a lot of fun. Please go to the Chip and Company YouTube page and you can watch the whole show, each show individually as one giant video. You can see how well it interacted with the lights and with the show itself. Amazing.
When are you going to get out to do the other stuff? You like how I called you out on the show.
You just did. You're like, you really just did, didn't you? Night times around here, Chip, are look, we got to go first thing in the morning and get all the merchandise and all the stuff that people want to see. Going back at nighttime at this time of year, normally you have to trudge through the rain. And then by the time you get to the show, it stops raining and it's beautiful out again, but you still have to go. So this week, let's say this week, Chip, I'll go off and record them this week.
Well, you don't have to do them all, but it'd be nice to have maybe one a week or something.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to get a Magic Kingdom on the 12th when we go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I can't wait to see if the band works with the castle during Halloween Party.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, so we'll try and get out to each one individual. I do love Harmonious. I can get out there easily. So we'll do Harmonious this week. We'll do Enchantment next week. I got to get over to Animal Kingdom and see how that works. But the park closes before the sun goes down. completely over at Animal Kingdom. So we have to kind of wait for daylight to go away a little bit. Also, over at Epcot, we saw a return of a friend, and that friend was a trash can, Chip. We're going to have a conversation about a trash can. Not only are we going to have a conversation about a trash can, but man, people went nuts over this article. Like, everybody liked it. It's a cute thing that happens once in a while at Walt Disney World Resort that just kind of make it stand out. Well, Push, the talking trash can. Now I'm going to bring this up. Look, the word Push is on the front of the trash can, so that's his name. I would imagine, like, this isn't the actual Push that we used to see in Tomorrowland that would walk around and interact with people. This one just used to be in Electric Umbrella, and it just kind of talks to you as you put the trash in. You can hear some people talking inside. It's really cool. So get over there. It's in the Odyssey
Did you recycle?
building. What was the other one?
Just
Oh man, what is the other thing? It says it says
I'm
thank
hungry.
you. Yeah.
Give me more.
Hey, dude, your trash is totally awesome. And then it's like, cool, thank you. It has not been updated since it was in Electric Umbrella, except for a new paint job. It now looks like it belongs in World Celebration with that blue and white thing. I think it's cool. Everybody else thought this was cool. If you don't call it Push, that's fine. We call it Push. I would imagine at Disney Imagineering, every trash can is known as Push.
Get in my belly.
Nom, 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 nom. Look,
Yeah.
What's really weird about this one, I'm going to be quite honest, it's like there's little kids arguing at one point. Like, it's my trash. No, it's my trash. And you're like, dude, did we throw away little kids? That just sounds weird. At least that's where my mind goes to.
I think all the trash cans should talk at Disney.
And they're all named Push, by the way.
Yeah, why not? No, they should. Every time you throw something away, it should say something to you.
I would imagine it's not that hard to do. You're just installing a speaker and a little lever.
Or something.
How annoying would that get if every trash can talked to you?
It'd be almost like if all the statues talked to you or did something.
It almost would. Like, could you walk? You could go around collecting trash cans.
Wave your magic band at the trash can.
Oh my god, that's brilliant, man. I so want to do that now. You lost me for a second. We have word that new permits have been filed for Moana's Journey of Water. A new permit has been filed for set installations. The New York contractor in the permit is named Adirondack Scenic. They have done previous attraction work for Disney, including Frozen Ever After, Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, Na'vi River Journey. Very few details have been shared about Moana's Water Journey of Water. Recently, Zach Ridley shared the following details, and he says, excuse me, I got something in my throat today. Our team created many original pieces that focus on the dynamic movement of water as it travels around the experience. Graphics like these will guide guests through the cycle of water in fun and engaging ways to tell our story of the vital link we share with water across our planet and inspire important role we all share in preserving the life-giving and life-sustaining precious resource. Ladies and gentlemen, water.
It sounds like it's going to be a science class.
It's I think I'm out of there. If they do a backside of water joke, I'm out. Like, I'm good. This one sounds like it's going to be serious, though. First, water is consisted of hydrogen and oxygen. When you take two, hence the H2O, H would be 2 hydrogens, 2, 1 oxygen. Yeah, it just sounds boring, man. Over at Hollywood Studios, the full cast for Beauty and the Beast live on stage has returned. That, I think, is quite interesting. The full cast of a fan favorite show at Disney Hollywood Studios returned. When Beauty and the Beast live on stage returned to the park, the full cast did not return with them. The show performed with much smaller cast. Now it looks like everything is back. We got word that the ice cream lady and the rest of the cast is back at Beauty and the Beast live on stage. Is she an ice cream lady or is she a parfait? She looks like what do you call that? Try the gray stuff. She looks like the gray stuff. Is that gray stuff? Okay, Chip. Why is Chip so large on that stage? It bothers me. We have had this, and it's still like I'm looking at a picture, and I'm looking at Chip, and I'm freaked out by him, man.
I've told you before, it's because he ate all his brothers and sisters.
Jeez, I mean, he had to have. Like, we're just going to move on. Let's just move on. We don't need to
get in my belly.
I am Giant Chip. I've eaten all the... Whatever happened to his brothers and sisters? Like, he's got a lot of them. You see him in the movie, and then you never see him again.
Well, Greg, what really bothers me is who turned into the toilet in Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, we're going to move on. Moving on. No.
You know someone had to.
Wait. No. We don't know. We're good. We're good. Thanks. Where's
the laugh track? I'm trying to find the laugh track.
Nope. You don't need the laugh track on that one. That speaks for itself. We're getting away from Hollywood Studios and that show because, look, people love that show. I do not. It scares me. Like, it's something internally is just like, this is wrong on many levels. It's a tale as old as time. You can celebrate August with Gideon's new cookie and cake of the month. So Flavors of Florida continues until August 14th, obviously, and they have the special cookie for that. But now they've come out with the chocolate-dipped key lime pie cookie that was out last year for Flavors of Florida. This one, and by the way, the Flavors of Florida one is still the orange pecan chocolate chip, which that is there. But for August, they will have the chocolate-dipped key lime pie cookie. I find it delicious. More importantly, what they do have, though, is the key lime pie chocolate chip cake, which is fabulous. It is beautiful. It tastes wonderful. It is the perfect key lime flavor. They also have the banana bread chocolate chip cookie available at East End Market and Disney Springs. So come on down, check out Gideon's. Gideon's is worth the wait. I know some people are like, oh, I'm not waiting for 2 hours.
I have an idea if Gideon's is listening.
Steve, are you listening?
Gideon's needs to release between Christmas and New Year's, or even the beginning of December. I don't really care. They need to release the 12 cookies of Christmas and have all 12 cookies that were available each month in like one package. So you can sample all the different flavors of cookies from throughout the year in one package.
Ooh, that is actually a really good idea. If you buy a dozen, you get the 13th one, which is the Flavors of Florida special one for free.
There you go.
See, we just helped Steve out market that.
He needs to shrink wrap them, do something with them, and then mail them out. I would buy a couple of those just so I can sample all the cookies.
Yeah, he is going on record that he will never do shipping.
No.
But it'd be nice to, if people were down here, if you could get that.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably bug a person I know down there.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to know somebody down here to do that. And he would not ship them to anybody ever because that's against the rules. And we follow the rules here. So moving on.
Why can't you ship cookies?
He has specifically asked people not to ship cookies.
Oh. No, I mean, I thought you were saying in general you can't ship cookies because I bought Jammy Dodgers off Amazon tons of times.
Jammy Dodgers. Such an Anglophile.
I love my Doctor Who cookies.
I know you do. Holly's the same way, loves them. And I'm like, you pretentious Doctor Who fans.
That nice cup of tea.
Yep. Oh, man, that's awesome. Yes, I do believe you can ship cookies. Steve, who runs Gideon's, prefers and asks that people do not buy his cookies and resell them or ship them out because he doesn't want to be responsible if something goes wrong.
Well, sell the 12 pack of cookies. Let the person get that 13th for free, but I would buy it.
I would too.
Started in December, beginning of December, sell it all December long.
Yeah, I mean, your bakehouse obviously is going to work extra hours, but if you could put that, like, what are they, $6-7 a pop for a cookie? So you sell 10 of them. That's, I mean, you're looking at $120, $130. Do it in a special package for $150, $200. There you go. I guarantee you, people would buy that hand over fist, man.
Oh yeah, just to sample all the different cookies from throughout the year. Heck yeah.
Yeah. It looks like the Disney parks are getting more and more back to normal. The final COVID-19 elements have been removed from Walt Disney World. A lot of the signage is now gone all over the parks. We've talked about the, what do you call those barriers? The plexiglass barriers were up for a long time. They've all been removed a few months ago, but we're just kind of getting the final vestiges of this. I think enough people are vaccinated out there, and people are responsible for themselves. Disney can't be responsible for your actions. So you be careful out there. If you feel sick, stay home. If you feel okay, then go on up to the parks and have a great time.
Do you remember the relaxation stations?
I miss them.
Yeah, that was my favorite place.
Which, speaking of that, I don't know if we're doing it in this article. The restaurant Marrakesh was a relaxation station, and then they closed that up, and now it is back to being a relaxation station.
Is it really?
Oh gosh, and it's so needed, man. Like, you get halfway around the park around noon, you are sweating and gross and nasty. Well, now you can go, I think it's Blue, not Blue Cross. What is it? Blue, something Blue. Whatever Blue. It belongs to Blue Cross Blue Shield. Sponsors Restaurant Marrakesh Relaxation Station right now. And they have little snacks. Nothing wrong with a little snack. Yeah. Disney Wish News, Chip.
We need to have, wait, I have another idea. See? It's like
keep going, man.
Episode of ideas. They need to have little nap stations at the parks. You know how they have the baby care centers for babies?
Yes.
Have little napping rooms for adults to go in, and they could charge a phone.
Just like those little, like in Japan, they have those little pods at like the train stations and all over the place. Like $30 or something, you get a little pod for 2 hours.
Yeah. And
they're clean and they're taken care of. I agree. Or hammocks. Give me a bunch of hammocks. Like,
yeah.
I am a hammock life, Rory. I got to say that for her, because her and I will, when we're at resorts, we find the nearest hammock and we will just chill. Like, turn the phone off, take the shoes off, hang out in a hammock for an hour or two. That's what they need. Hammock life.
Hammocks.
Yup. $5 a day. Still figure out how to make money from it. Disney Wish News, Chip. Jody Benson, our friend, which, by the way, did you know Jody has an autobiography coming out soon?
I did.
It really does look spectacular. I cannot wait to read her book, but apparently you can get pre-orders of her book on her website right now. So if you guys want to know about the life story of Jody Benson and The Little Mermaid, this is the book for you. But she did surprise the cast of Disney's The Little Mermaid on the opening night performance on the Disney Wish. The original Broadway-style stage adaptation of the renowned 1989 Disney animated film developed exclusively for the Disney Wish. During this one-of-a-kind theatrical production, audiences rediscover the iconic scenes, acclaimed music, and indelible characters of The Little Mermaid while experiencing the story like never before. To celebrate opening night, Jody Benson, who is the voice of Ariel, surprised the cast on board. Jody shared about the experience on Facebook, saying, "So honored to surprise the cast of Disney's The Little Mermaid on their first public preview and opening night performance aboard the Disney Wish. Congratulations to the amazing cast, creative team, and crew on a beautiful retelling of our classic tale. Enchanted Media Cruise was so wonderful, and we absolutely love spending time with Kayla, Chris, and his amazing daughters, Lauren and Riley." So that's pretty cool. You got to see it, part of it.
Part of it. I got to see her too.
Yeah. And look, I'm going to throw Disney under the bus real quick here, Chip, which I normally don't do. But they put out a wonderful article earlier, which you can go read at Chip & Co. Later today, about all the Broadway-style shows that you can see on the Disney Wish. And they mentioned the new Mickey, or the mini, was it Captain Mickey turns over the ship to Captain Goofy for a few minutes. That's a new Broadway show.
Captain Minnie turns it over to him.
Yep. And then they mention The Little Mermaid, which is obviously really well done. But no mention of Aladdin, Chip. That literally is the other Broadway show they were supposed to do. It was supposed to be Aladdin and Little Mermaid. Where's Aladdin at, Chip?
Actually,
And-
Sarah wrote about the Aladdin not coming until maybe September.
Oh, I think you're looking till September of next year, maybe. If
Yeah.
they're not going to mention it in a major article, look, it's a lot of work putting on something like that. So we can't blame them. And they tried to get it out in time. Production delays, all this other stuff. You never know what's going on. So they want to put out the best product. We understand it, but no mention of it. Speaking of the Disney Wish, though, Chip, we have a partner here, Sarah Solberg, who can get you onto traveling onto the Disney Wish. Do we have her advertisement?
We do. Let's go.
Hey guys, Dislife Mark here, and I want to tell you all about the official travel partner here at Chip & Company. Let our good friend Sarah at Destination to Travel help you plan your next Disney vacation. Sarah specializes in planning dream vacations for your family. She's an authorized Disney vacation planner, and she can help with every step of your magical vacation. The best thing is that her services are 100% free. Want to travel beyond Disney? Sarah has you covered there too. Want to find out more? Fill out a trip request form over at the website at Chip & Co. or email her directly at sarahsolberg@d2travel.com. What are you waiting for? Start planning that dream vacation today. Email her at sarahsolberg@d2travel.com.
Boy, we really do sound professional now, don't we?
What are you waiting for?
What do you wait? I can't even do the inflection. Let's get over to entertainment news, Chip. We have a lot of news here.
A lot of sad news.
A lot of sad news. Let's get into the fun news first. Jared Leto has been cast as Let me restart that one, Chip. Chip, we got a lot of entertainment news this week. My tongue just got tied over this. Jared Leto has been cast as the Hatbox Ghost in the new Disney Haunted Mansion film. Fans of the beloved Disney theme park attraction will be excited to hear the news about upcoming Haunted Mansion movie. According to One Take News, Jared Leto has joined the cast as the Hatbox Ghost. He'll play Alistair Crump, would be the Hatbox Ghost name. We already know that Jamie Lee Curtis has signed on to play Madame Leota. And it looks like a bunch of other major stars are going to be part of this. Tiffany Haddish DeVito's in this. Wow,
is Eddie Murphy in this?
It would be really nice if he was as a surprise guest, just as like one of the statues or something. I think that'd be hilarious. It does star Owen Wilson, Rosario Dawson, Danny DeVito, Tiffany Haddish, and Lakeith Stanfield. That's who we know. It's to be released March 10th, 2023. So that's exciting.
Do you know
Star Wars?
the haunted?
What?
The haunted
I need to
mansion?
give you more time. I need to pause for like 2 seconds. I'm really.
I have my hand raised, but you're just not looking at me.
I am not looking at you
My
in the
hand
back.
is just like, Mr. Carter, Mr. Carter.
Yes, sir. You in the front row.
What I was gonna say is the Muppets Haunted Mansion. Have you seen that?
Favorite Muppet show of the past 20 years.
Yeah, that was really good. I enjoyed that one.
I am a huge Muppet fan. I loved the remakes that they did, the newer Muppet movies. But Haunted Mansion was over the top good.
They need to do I have another idea.
Oh,
they need to do a Tower of Terror Muppets next.
If you like Tower of Terror, sure.
Well, they could tie into the old.
No, really, that whole story.
Yeah.
You know what they need to do, right? Every Disney live, instead of making Disney live action movies, you just have the Muppets do it instead.
Yep.
We're going to do Pocahontas. Have the Muppets do Pocahontas. The Muppets should be redoing every Disney movie.
I agree.
Imagine the Muppets Lion King. You bring back the lion who took over the Muppets in like the 90s or late 80s, whatever that one was.
Miss Piggy wouldn't do Pumbaa, though.
Oh, brilliant. Kermit and Miss Piggy as Timon and Pumbaa. See, we're writing this. We're giving Disney all these ideas.
Yeah,
Let's
too bad
go,
they're
man.
not listening.
They could care less.
Yeah.
They do. Look, I'm going to say that they don't listen to the podcast, but I was surprised when they had watched one of our live things after Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, and they made a comment. I was like, oh, Disney does pay attention. So let's not make them angry. Moving on.
We're giving them tons of ideas today.
Yeah. So if we see one of those ideas in the parks or on the movies, we are taking full credit, Chip.
Yep.
We won't get paid anything.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're not getting any money, but...
Not getting any money, but we'll get the credit.
On, August 2nd, 2022, we came up with the idea. 3
great ideas. We have one for Steve at Gideons, one for Disney, the Muppets, and then the other one, which I forgot already.
Yeah, I don't remember any of them. I just throw them out there. If it sticks to the wall, great. If it doesn't.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is. Star Wars news, Chip. I'm a little upset, but then at the same time, they made me very happy. Originally, Andor was set to premiere August 31st with 2 episodes. It has been delayed a little bit to September 21st, but they will now be showing 3 episodes of the newest show. Andor will premiere on September 21st, obviously with the first 3 episodes. Disney Plus released an exciting new trailer and images for Andor, which will be a 12-episode series from Lucasfilms. It is the story which takes place prior to the events of Rogue One, a Star Wars story. And I think Rogue One was spectacular. It was such a great movie. The Andor series explores a new perspective from the Star Wars galaxy, focusing on Cassian Andor's journey to discover the difference he can make. The series brings forward the tale of the burgeoning rebellion against the Empire and how people and planets become involved. It's an era filled with danger, deception, and intrigue, while Cassian will embark on a path that is destined to turn into a rebel hero, which we already know all that. Did you watch, Chip, the ILM special on Disney Plus, the documentary?
It is on my to-do list. I just haven't sat down. I'm trying to watch Stranger Things right now.
Blew my mind, Chip. Like, literally, the last episode, I knew all this stuff prior to that. It's when they get to the last episode in that, they talk about how The Mandalorian is made and a few of the other shows. I now understand what they mean when they say, oh, we couldn't film them at the same time. We need to use the same soundstage for it. Because this new way ILM does all the filming and does all the special effects, mind-blowing. I will literally tell you, blew my mind how they filmed the new Mandalorian, how they are doing this series, how they did Book of Boba Fett.
Wait,
unbelievable.
Isn't Book of Boba Fett Mandalorian 2.5?
Yes.
Okay.
But you can understand when you watch this episode how it is done and why it is so visually spectacular. Again, ILM blew my mind. I'm telling you, it's a must watch, especially the last episode. In further news, on Disney Plus, Lightning McQueen and Mater will return for Cars on the Road, which will premiere on September 8th, which is also considered Disney Plus Day.
What day is that? I got to add that to the calendar.
Well, September 8th, but here's the problem, Chip. September 8th is Disney Plus Day, and they had it at Hollywood Studios last year at Disneyland. That is going to be the big media travel day for D23. So all of us will be flying in or out of parks while Disney Plus Day is happening.
Well, I won't. I'll actually be there. I get there the day before.
I will be flying in. I will be there by noon. So you're going to have to be over at the park getting all the Disney Plus Day stuff. Because they gave away a whole bunch of stuff and had a bunch of special meet and greets last year.
Yeah.
So enjoy Disneyland until I get there.
Okay.
And then we'll both go out and have some fun.
I'll have my laptop.
You're going to work, aren't you? You're just going to see pictures of me like in Disneyland living like a little child. And you're just going to be like the father, like, stop touching that. I'm trying to work.
On my phone behind you.
So anyway, we got a new trailer for Cars on the Road. And this kind of came out of nowhere. We did not know that this was happening, really. The new Disney Plus original series follows Lightning McQueen and his best friend Mater as they head east from Radiator Springs on a cross-country road trip to meet up with Mater's sister. The series is a romp across the country with Lightning McQueen and Mater, says director Steve Purcell. Like any real road trip, every day is a new mini-adventure with unexpected twists and turns. This looks awesome and looks really, really fun. Looks like episodes... there's 9 episodes that are going to come out. Yeah, 9 episodes. I don't know how long the episodes are. So we'll find out. My voice went higher because I'm excited about Lightning McQueen. I love Lightning McQueen. Hated the second movie. Love the rest.
I like what is the Mater short where he does the heavy metal Mater? That's one of my favorites. Did you ever see that one?
I have. I don't know why.
Sound of angels printing their own money.
I don't know why I laugh so hard doing that. Like, those shorts are so well done. Even like, I think it's just Pixar shorts in general because I love the Up shorts with Doug. Those were excellent. But I was really looking forward to new car stuff. So check that out, everybody.
I find that during those shorts, you can actually get the animators like the greater sense of their sense of humor. Like, they're sarcastic, they're funny. You don't really get that in the movies per se. You get a little bit, but
yeah, the movies it's a bit more strict. But I agree exactly what you're saying. You get more of the personalities and everything.
Yeah.
Speaking of personalities, the Santa Clauses this Santa Claus is the Disney Plus show, The Santa Claus, that's based on the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Bernard the Elf has been confirmed that he is in the show.
Finally.
We have learned that David Krumholtz will reprise his fan favorite role as Bernard the Elf in the Santa Clauses on Disney Plus. People were really happy about that. I think that was one of the things that most people were looking forward to.
Who else are we missing?
I don't know.
Is Charlie coming back?
I don't know. I don't watch the Santa Claus movies. Sad hot take. I don't like them. I don't like the Santa Claus movie. I don't like Tim Allen.
I do. I'll be watching this show.
I loved his stand-up years ago. Oh, man. He was so funny doing stand-up. I actually like Tool Time. But I don't know. I didn't like the Santa Claus. I'm old, Chip. I'm old and bitter. Dang you, Tim Allen and the Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's a cute movie. I watch it every Christmas.
So does Holly. Every Christmas. Loves it.
Usually that's the best time to put the Christmas tree up. Is you turn on the Santa Claus movies and it takes you about three movies to get all the Christmas decorations up.
Not bad. But yeah. See, I'm old school. I'm really old school. Like, I still love Miracle on 34th Street and It's a Wonderful Life and stuff like that. A Christmas Carol. I can watch the Alistair something, whatever. His 58 version of A Christmas Carol. That sort of thing. Bishop's Wife.
I like the Christmas
White Christmas.
Story. Ralphie.
Yeah.
You spit your eye out.
Yeah, people do like that movie.
I actually, because TBS runs that for 24 hours straight. Either TBS or TNT, it alternates.
Right. Yeah.
That stays on our TV for the entire time it runs.
All right. What is your opinion on Elf?
I like it. It's cute.
All right. Anyway, moving on.
Well, you're just against any of the newer.
Any any of the newer ones? I'm like, oh, ugh. I don't know what it is, man. Like, I like my Christmas movies wholesome, old school.
But
That's why I like Hollywood Studios at Christmas. You get that older feel of Christmas. Back in my day when Christmas was wholesome and anyway.
Did you have to go and shop your own Christmas tree?
I've done that once. I will never do that again. You know what I can't find in Florida, Chip? A good Christmas tree. Like, you can't find a good Douglas fir.
Do you want to hear something interesting?
I do.
When we were up in the mountains, what was it, last weekend?
Yeah.
There were so many I've never seen so many Christmas tree farms in my life up there in Boone. I guess that's where we get all our Christmas trees from is in Boone, the Boone area.
That's pretty cool, man. That's really cool.
I mean,
I saw that also in Georgia. You would head up to like the lower mountain area where the Appalachians start. Mm-hmm. And it was Christmas tree farms. So Boone, North Carolina is where you can get your Christmas tree.
Maybe they run the whole length of the Appalachian Trail there.
It could be. I mean, I would think you could. Huh. Oh. Well,
Sorry.
That delayed the inevitable here of the sad news that we have to talk about. So the next three stories, ladies and gentlemen, is just going to be sad after sad after sad. Pat Carroll, the voice of Ursula, has passed away at the age of 95, Chip. American actress and singer Pat Carroll, best known as Ursula in Disney's Little Mermaid, passed away at age 95. She passed away in her home at Cape Cod, Massachusetts on July 30th. Unfortunately, she was recovering from a pneumonia. In 1989, Carroll portrayed the sea witch Ursula in Disney's Little Mermaid, singing Poor Unfortunate Soul. She called the role one of her favorites and reprised it in several other productions for Disney. According to Disney Wiki, she returned to Little Mermaid franchise in 2000 to provide the voice of Ursula's sister Morgana in Return to the Sea. Later reprised the role of Ursula in House of Mouse and the Kingdom Hearts video games. Also, she was in The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse. And then she played Old Lady Crowley in the first season of Tangled, the series, as well as Trini in a Goofy movie. That's not including all the other stuff that she did outside of Disney.
Yeah, I only like to include the Disney stuff mostly.
Right. What an amazing human being. She was involved in a lot of organizations to help out others. And yeah, I mean, that's just, again, when a Disney legend passes away, it affects the Disney community, and we are really sad. Our thoughts and prayers go out to her family. So thank you for the wonderful, we will have that Ursula song in our heads for the rest of our lives. Mm-hmm. And we will think of her every time. In further sad news, actor Paul Sorvino passed away at 83. Sorvino, who starred in Disney's Rocketeer, critically acclaimed films such as Goodfellas. He passed away at 83. It says he passed away from natural causes. Our hearts are broken. There will never be another Paul Sorvino. He was the love of my life and one of the greatest performers to ever grace the screen and stage, from his wife, Dee Dee Sorvino, said in a statement released by their publicist. Born in Brooklyn in 39, attended American Musical and Dramatic Academy in New York, where he fell in love with theater. He did films such as Goodfellas, Nixon, Dick Tracy, The Rocketeer, For the Love of Money, That Championship, Reds, A Touch of Class, Oh God, among many others. In television, he starred season 2 and 3 of Law and Order, and on Broadway in That Champion season, amongst, I think, 65 or 70 other major credits. So, again, another Disney legend, Paul Sorvino. Our thoughts and prayers go out to his family that is going through this. Now, this one killed me. Like, oh God, that's the worst way to say that. This one was upsetting to me. Grace Dell, Nichelle Nichols, American actress best known for Uhura in Star Trek franchise, has passed away at age 89. She was in the animated series from Disney called Gargoyles, and she played Chief in Buzz Lightyear and Star Commander. She played Amelia Brooks in the 2002 film Snow Dogs. This is all just Disney stuff.
The Star Trek was by far her biggest role.
I regret to inform you that the great light of the firmament no longer shines for all of us, as we have to share so many years. Last night, my mother, Nichelle Nichols, succumbed to natural causes and passed away. Her light, however, like the ancient galaxies now being seen for the first time, will remain for us and the future generations to enjoy, learn from, and draw inspiration. One of my favorite things that she did, obviously, was Star Trek, and all the Star Trek movies. I do believe if what the story is correct, she was the first African American woman to share a screen kiss with a white male actor on a television show. It was a story she told many times, and she broke color barriers. She was just a wonderful human being, and I could listen to her talk for hours, and she was such a kind-hearted soul in this world. So Nichelle Nichols, you will be sorely missed in this world. Again, our thoughts and prayers go out to her family and all those affected by that. Chip, I am done talking about death. I cannot do it anymore.
Well, we got some good news coming up.
Yeah, let's end this on two fun, good things. Cruella 2. I skipped over one because I want to end on that one. Cruella 2 is to begin filming next year. The sequel to Disney's live-action movie Cruella will reportedly begin filming next year. In an interview with Forbes, Paul Walter Hauser, who portrayed Horace in the first movie, revealed that he will start the filming process in 2023. He went on to say, I'm told we're doing it next year. I don't know when, but I think Tony McNamara is writing the script right now. He's probably tinkering away with that. We got to work around the ever-busy scheduling of Craig Gillespie and Emma Stone, who are worth the wait. So anytime they want to do it, he will be there and ready to go. Good news for Cruella fans. Now, this is my favorite news of the week. As a huge fan of Joy over at Epcot and a huge fan of Inside Out, it was really great news to hear that Inside Out 2 has begun production. According to MEAWW, the sequel will follow the teenage years of Riley as she approaches adulthood. Even though, oh yeah, you and I, who both have teenage daughters, are going to relate to this.
If she isn't in her room sleeping until like 2 p.m, I don't buy it.
And then just wakes up in his full-on attitude towards you.
Yep.
Rory literally just came up here to say thank you for something you did for me, and as she walked away, she flipped me off.
Yeah.
I was like, thank you, right, Rory. That's my daughter for you. And I'm going to let her get away with it because she's 15. So this is the perfect film for us. Even though Pixar's Animated Studios has yet to officially announce an Inside Out 2, the cast and crew of the 2015 movie has expressed a desire to make part 2. The source who discussed the sequel plans is hoping official news will be shared at D23 this year. Inside Out ended with sadness and joy coming to terms with each other. It was an encounter with Riley's imaginary childhood buddy, Bing Bong, that made Joy ponder about sadness and its significance. Boy, oh howdy, do I never need another scene like that Bing Bong scene in my life, Chip. Tears, grown man tears. My daughter was at the perfect age. We are growing up with Inside Out, so it has a special place in my heart. Seriously, if you want to ever talk to me about something, talk to me about Inside Out. I am such a fan of it. So, Chip, that is Disney News and Review for this week. Anything else going on, my friend?
I got nothing this week.
You got nothing this week. You guys were just at Carowinds.
Yep.
You guys had a lot of fun last week going to the mountains. You guys are not busy this week because, like me, you are gearing up because so much is coming up next week.
Yeah, and I'm broke.
Yeah. Oh, tell me about it. Got paid yesterday and I'm out of money already. Didn't even last a day.
Pretty much.
I'm looking at the calendar and we have a pizza party we were invited out to tomorrow night. So that should be fun. We are going to go over to Chicken Guy. They have a brand new indoor seating area, which is wonderful. Then we have, what else is going on? We have, I'm looking at, we have, what does that say? Oh, Bee Resort is coming up. We're going to go have lunch with their chef. That's going to be amazing. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is coming up. Tutto Italiano is coming up. D23 is coming up. Chicken Guy. Guess what, Chip? My daughter goes back to school next week.
No. Where's the applause? I need to find
No, that is sad. That is sad. She's my buddy, man. I hang out with her all summer when she's awake and not flipping me off. So, it is a busy, busy time. Man, I'm looking at my calendar. Holly updates my calendar for me every day. It is full. It is absolutely packed because I have Mark is coming back down here again next week. We have friends from Pennsylvania coming down. My sister-in-law, what is she? She's my sister-in-law. My niece is coming down, and she has great news to share with us, apparently. So I'm waiting to get off the radio here and go talk to her. Oh, my other daughter is coming down in September. So busy time.
I am not.
Busy time. No, and not only that, but I got to get to the parks. And we are going to start covering Universal a whole lot more starting this week. If I ever get over there. So, as always, my friend, we are very busy here at the Chip and Company Podcast Network. Check us out on chipandco.com. You can get us on YouTube. Remember, Book with Sarah, Destination to Travel, and all that jazz, Chip. Am I missing anything?
No, just the word of the day and we can get out of here.
Chip, as always, my friend, you get the last word.
Pistachios. I've been holding on to that one.
Pistachio.
You sound like King Candy for a second there.
Salmon, Ralph. It's salmon. We're going to go play in the Fungeon. It's a fun dungeon. It's a play on words. Pistachio. 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 Pistachio or pistachio?
Yeah.
Pistachio.
Pistachio.
Pest. Not like pesto, right? Past?
What?
Pistachio?
Pistachio.
Pistachio?
Pacific and specific?
Yeah. Smashio. All right. As always, my friend, let's get out of here. So thank you, sir.
All right.
You get the last word.
See you, everybody.